Guys, did I call it or did I call it in yesterday's video? If you recall me actually saying this, I knew for a fact that Candace Owens was not serious because she tries to make herself out look like she is, strong, courageous. Because what else would she do, right? After Tony Point released that video calling her out and saying, we are going to be doing a live stream debunking all of your lies, and we invite you. This is an invitation, Candace Owens. We invite you to do this in person because that's what Charlie Kirk would have wanted. This is for Charlie Kirk. Obviously, Candace Owens shows up on her live stream and goes, well, guys, name the time, name the place, and I will be there. And Turning Point does that. And how many people knew that Candace Owens was going to try and find an excuse to not attend? Me, as well as so many other people. Now, here is the crazy thing about this, right? Everyone's going, well, why don't Turning Point USA do it virtually? Surely to goodness, in today's day and age, you can do it virtually. There's no harm in doing it virtually. And Candace was like, I've got one request, and that request is no assassinations and all that other nonsense that she talks about and she's on about, because she is nuts, man. I thought, right, that Candace Owens fans, they're really bad. They got like not a very high IQ at all. And that's because they're watching Candace Owens. But the arbiter of truth, right, the cult leader that is in control of pretty much everyone, to watch what she's been saying, as well as the fans. The fans didn't even want Candace Owens to go. They were saying it's a trap, Candace Owens. You've got to be kidding me. Are you guys really that dense, that stupid? Yes, they are. Unfortunately, I said on X that I believe that Candace Owens fans are even crazier than Candace Owens, considering that Candace Owens makes a person with IQ of 50 look smart. These people are just next level unhinged. It's like you see something. Everyone saw the video, the Turning Point video. They said they're going to do this debunking of Candace Owens' claims and lies, because this has been going on far too long. They made and extended an invitation to Candace Owens. It's going ahead regardless of whether or not she shows up. They did not specify in the video that they're going to be doing it virtually. They invited her to Phoenix, Arizona. Now, this is what Blake Neff, the producer, says. They set a time and a date. The live stream we announced on the show on Wednesday has been set at 4 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. local time on Monday, December 15th. A collection of Charlie's friends will respond to statements made by Candace Owens to set the record straight once and for all prior to opening of America Fest. We'll be live streaming from Charlie's Phoenix studio. Our offer from yesterday holds. If Candace wishes to join us in person in Phoenix, she is welcome to do so. She can let us know by the end of today. Now, when Blake Neff posted this, Candace Owens saw it as a perfect opportunity to make an excuse. Here we go. How do you go from this, ladies and gentlemen? Here's a video clip.
You can pick the place. You can pick the time. I say we do it tomorrow. We don't need to plan for this. We don't need lawyers in between us, lawyer statements. It's not how I roll, okay?
Hey, everyone, real quick. I just want to let you all know of my brand new business called Kept Natural and my first ever product, Kept Naturals After Sun Care Gel. Is available right now. The link is available in the show description. It's a brand new, first of its kind, all natural and organic After Sun Care Gel. You can use it before, during, and after, and it helps assist your skin in feeling the best it's ever been. And also when it comes to being in the sun or even just having dry skin, this is the product that you need and want. Believe you me, I developed it for people that are struggling with their skincare or just need an added boost of their skincare. And I also designed it specifically to help you guys feel absolutely incredible. Your skin will love you. So get it right now. Link is available in the show description. For the first 20 people that get their hands on this, shipping is free. It's for Australia only. I have to preface this by saying that Australia only at this time. and then hopefully it'll become international. So why wait, my friends? Get yours right now. Acting tough. Let's do this tomorrow. Let's not get lawyers involved. That's not how I roll. You pick the time, you pick the place. So they did that. And here is Candace Owens' response. Kind of weird how you didn't email or call me to ask about times or availability and choose to instead tweet this confirmation out at midnight. This is not about them coordinating a time with you, Candace. This is them setting the time and the date to refute and debunk all of your crazy claims. They extended an invite to you. If you wanted to attend, you claimed you're going to be there. On yesterday's video, you stated, name the time, name the place, I will be there. They did that, and now you're backing out. You're wussing out. Oh, because they didn't contact me. They didn't email me. They didn't call me to arrange it. What's going on with that? You don't set the terms, you dingbat. They set the terms, and you show the hell up. Why am I learning about this on X? Just like you learned in a video yesterday on X from Blake Neff, the producer. They posted it on X. The challenge. This is what they're going to be doing. And they offered an invitation, an olive branch. And you're too stupid and dense. But again, this is all about her making up excuses. Here we go. December 15th does not work in person, and 2 p.m. PT is also literal time I do my podcast live every day, which you knew. But we will happily cancel the daily podcast and we'll join you guys virtually instead for the live stream on the 15th if that works on your end. So hang on a minute. Why do you want to do this? Why do you want to do it virtually? What are you so scared about? You know, the thing is, when you are in person, it's different. It's a lot easier to show up virtually because if you are in person, you have a lot more emotions to contend with. And it's a lot harder, believe you me, it is a lot harder to have an argument with someone in person than it is to have it virtually. It is so much easier for her to just sit in her studio feeling safe. Confrontation in person is a lot more difficult than it is just hiding behind a screen. It's like she's a live stream warrior, virtually being a warrior, but in person, nah, couldn't even bother with it. Now, obviously, she goes, we'll also add that I'm happy to jump on Charlie's show any day before then virtually as well. Look, so many people have turned up post Charlie's death to host Charlie Kirk's show that were asked. They made the trip out for Charlie. But you couldn't even go to his funeral, first and foremost, and now you're wanting to dictate terms of all of the months of crazy accusations that you've been throwing out. No, it doesn't work like that. But, ladies and gentlemen, the problem is she is a coward. She is a coward, plain and simple. She can't even show up. She's got to do things on her terms. That's not how this works. You don't get to, for the last 2 months, make all these accusations and these lies, and then Turning Point turns around and goes, we are going to be debunking all of these. You can come if you want, but then you go, no. Turning Point's at fault here. This is disingenuous. This is wrong. No. Stop missing what they're trying to do. People are just so thick. They really are. They're so blinded by Candace Owens. Graham Allen goes, this is cowardice. And in person is never going to happen. And Candace responds by going, no, Graham, cowardice is you cashing checks from PragerU to go after me while pretending this is organic. Influencers taking money to attack people is cowardice. Sorry, what, Candace? Influencers taking money to attack people is cowardice. How do you know that Graham Allen is taking money? And by the way, you're taking money from all your sponsors and YouTube revenue to attack Charlie Kirk and destroy his legacy. You can't talk, you hypocrite. Goodness me. She is desperately trying to get herself out of attending. But it gets better, ladies and gentlemen, believe you me. So it definitely feels this way. No other reason not to call us and ask if it works, especially considering they called us multiple times the day before. That was different. It was different when Charlie was killed, right? Now, you've been for months making all of these lies and these accusations, and they're going to be debunking them. So why in the world would they give you a courtesy of calling you and then organizing everything around your schedule? You should drop everything, get the hell on the plane, and show up. She actually said 2 p.m. is always the literal time I do my podcast. Her show has been nothing but Charlie Kirk's assassination and the supposed Turning Point USA cover-up for 3 months straight. But now she suddenly doesn't want to skip a single episode to do a live podcast with Turning Point USA. Come on, this is a complete another tell. She's a con artist. She's a grifter, ladies and gentlemen. So everyone's going like MJ Truth Ultra goes, yeah, this stinks so bad. After Candace Owens accepted the debate challenge, Blake Neff demands Candace Owens come to Phoenix, Arizona in 11 days and demands an answer by the end of the day. Wasn't demanding anything. Stop putting words in his mouth. He basically set the terms. Candace rejected them. Hello? What's so hard to get? Candace Owens, literally yesterday, you can pick the place, pick the time. You don't need to plan for this. Well, they actually do. According to you, they've got to plan for it. They've got to contact you to plan for it. It's just like actually really sad. And the quartering goes because that's how Charlie would have wanted it. This is not for Candace. This is for Charlie. This is to honor Charlie. Because she should have to sit across from the people she has been spewing vile lies about for the last 14 weeks. Because digital debates suck. Simple reasons. But people are so thick nowadays. They don't get simple logic anymore. They're just, no. There's something seriously wrong. And even, of all people, Nick Fuentes. I mean, if Nick Fuentes, okay, I get it. I don't like him, but when he's right, he's right. And he's right about this. You were invited to Turning Point USA HQ to press their leadership live and in person being the key word, about their role in Charlie Kirk's murder. But you can't go because of a scheduling conflict? Lol. Isn't this what you have been pushing for since September? Time to put up or shut up. How about that? Nick Fuentes, of all people. It's interesting, isn't it? You go act all tough on your live. You guys, whatever time, date works, go for it. I'll be there. Literally a few hours later, oh, I've got a scheduling conflict. I can't make that date. Obviously, it's that one day that I can't do. That one date in the calendar, I can do every other day, just not that one day. Imagine if Turning Point USA turns around and goes, all right, we've changed it to the 14th instead of the 15th, and we're doing it at 3 p.m. I guarantee you if they were to do that, Candace would still find a way to back out of it because that's what she does. Pastor Mark Driscoll goes, the reaction I get from middle-aged women when I call out Candace Owens is similar to the reaction every pastor gets when they confront the gossip club in their church that calls itself women's ministry. I had to like that because it's actually pretty funny. That's how crazy it is. And this is what the internet went actually pretty nuts about because Turning Point, Blake Neff, responded to Candace Owens backing out, as it would seem. He goes, yesterday we made it clear that we would be scheduling a formal response to the allegations and accusations you have made. You've decided that response will be delivered during a live. We've decided that response will be delivered during a live stream on December 15th. Thank you for your response, letting us know you will not be joining the in-person conversation. We will not be proceeding. We will be proceeding without you. Again, we're going to keep this very simple. They set the terms. They invited her to an in-person. They were very, very clear about that. I mean, hell, even I saw it. So many people saw it. Okay? An in-person live to debunk all of your crazy claims. You know why I think she doesn't want to be there? Because Charlie's actual closest friends, the very same people she's been accusing for months, are all going to be there. And she's going to have to sit there and take one after the other all of the accusations she's been throwing out, and she's going to have to take the truth one by one. And it's not going to be easy, ladies and gentlemen. Believe you me. Hell, even she knows that it's not going to be easy. When was the last time you've seen Candace Owens accept a debate with someone? When? No, because all she does is sit behind her mic, make all these crazy accusations, and is a massive coward when she is pushed with the truth. And she has the audacity and the gall to sit there and say that Turning Point USA is at fault. They're in the wrong. And all of her minions, all of her dingbat minions, man, they will come to her defense. I think the post from Blake Neff, about 5% were supportive of it. The other 95% were going, this is outrageous. This is shifty. They're planning something here. What are they planning? What's the shifty plan that they've got, guys? See, you're so not trusting nowadays. And that's the culture that Candace Owens has created, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not wondering why. That's how crazy it is. A simple post, simple claims, simple statement. You either accept or you don't. She doesn't accept. This is not going to be a virtual live. You're not going to show up virtually. Everyone is going to be there in person. They extended an invitation. You refused. What's so hard for people to understand about that? The quartering goes, Blake, I've definitely been a defender. Just accept her digital appearance. No, mate. We're not going to give in to Candace Owens. Otherwise, she'll claim this as a win. Well, she already did claim as a win. Doesn't matter. Her and her minions have already claimed that it's a win, because guess what she's going to do? It has been decided by the public, right, more like your cult, that the best response for this is for my team to live stream your live stream, the Turning Point USA one, and provide commentary. Since you already picked our regular podcasting time, we look forward to providing live responses to your once and for all answers. This is going to be outrageous. She is going to get more money, more views. That's why she's doing this. She's got to be able to make money. Because if she showed up in person, she wouldn't be able to make money, would she? But of course, if she's in her studio and she's live streaming from her studio, or even tuning in virtually, she's able to collect the film. She's able to use it. She's able to monetize on it because it's hers. This is all about money, isn't it? It's all a game. It's all a grift. And if people can't see that, I really do worry. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here is her official response to Blake Neff. Have a watch of this.
Here is what Blake tweeted out just now before we went live on the show. Yesterday, we made it clear that we would be scheduling a formal response to allegations and accusations that you have made. We have decided that that response will be delivered during a live stream, as he said, a live stream on December 15th. Thank you for your response, letting us know that you will not be joining the in-person conversation. We will be proceeding without you. Why are you proceeding without me? To have a conversation that is about me. Why am I getting 24 hours to respond? Why do you need me there in person if you are trying to be sincere and answer the very many questions that I have brought up on this show? You guys weren't even sincere in what you said yesterday. You told some glaring lies about things that I have said. So we're supposed to trust that you guys are going to handle this discussion all by yourselves and respond to any and every allegation. And this isn't just some planned PR for once and for all. Like I said, this is so obvious. He is being completely destroyed in the comments because what's happening at Turning Point, and I've seen this happen before, is they now believe that they are smarter than their audience, right? They think they are smarter than their small pocket donors. They can pull such an obviously crappy public move like this and pretend, well, we tried. You know, she said she could make it work and we tried, but it has to be physically, she needs to be in person, even though we have shown that we have people join us not in person and it's live streamed and we both have the tech capabilities to do that. If she doesn't make this work within 24 hours, we can now say that it's on Candace. This is a disaster, okay? It is a dumpster fire. That's the only way to describe what is happening at Turning Point USA today and right now is a dumpster fire. Everyone can read this for what it is. As I said, they are getting destroyed in the comments. Like, really, guys? Really? You're not going to just send us a simple live stream link and let us join you? We've had people on this show live streamed. We could have them tomorrow. I said, in response, I said to them, I'll make this work. I also attached to that tweet any day leading up to the 15th. We can do this virtually any place and any time. But no, they need to have it in person in Phoenix on December 15th or they cannot have me at all. Is that passing the vibe check for you guys? Or does it seem like more posturing and more of a way for them to simply be in the room with themselves as they all lie without any person in the room to be able to fact check those lies, who have researched those lies and who have kept a list regarding the very many lies they are telling, okay? I maintain that Turning Point is engaged in a cover-up. That is how I feel, okay? And like I said, it pains me to say that because this was once a bright spot in the conservative movement. It is no longer. They are using left-wing tactics, calling us names rather than answering us questions. It's everything Charlie stood against, okay? You don't need to call somebody a racist because they're asking questions about what happened with George Floyd leading up to his death, okay? That is a way that you skip over having to debate logically, is you name call. All Blake Neff did was name call yesterday. All the pastors have been doing, it's demonic, it's possessed, it's evil. How about you simply answer the questions and stop behaving like you're a radical leftist? Everyone can see what you're doing. And that's what I want you guys to know. It's very clear, okay? I'm not asking people to defend me. You are just genuinely this transparent. So I am sorry that I cannot arrive in person because it's our last week on air before the holidays. I am still very happy, and I will say it again, to make that date and time and place because I'm here and we have the technological capabilities to make it so, make it work. We can move it around and we can do it even at midnight. I will stay awake and I will make that work for you at midnight, anytime. Just send me a link. In the meantime, we are just going to start investigating harder because you're not acting right, okay? You guys are not acting right and you are not going to be able to get yourselves out of it by trying to be tricky like that. And like I said, the fact that you mentioned the Egyptian planes so many times yesterday without providing a valid answer or reason as to why we should just ignore military planes that are circulating that don't belong to our country, we're going to stay focused on that.
See, she frames it as questions. Why are you guys doing this without me if the very thing is actually about me? You know what, Candace? It's about what you've said. It's not about you. The hide on this woman. The level of narcissism is just too much to handle, isn't it? She infuriates me. She really does. It's not about you. It's about what you have said about Charlie, his legacy, and his friends. What is not to get? You just want it to be all about you. They can go ahead because they've got all of your claims, all of your accusations, and all of your lies. They are not questions. Do not gaslight us and say, they're just questions, guys. I've been asking questions for months. Why won't you let me be there? They will let you be there. It's you that's not turning up. It's you that refuses to go. Oh, it can't work with my schedule. You are the one that refuses to show up. As simple as that. But you know, another reason why I think she won't show her face there is because I personally think Erika Kirk will be there. I personally think that Erika will be there. And because she's the CEO of the company, this has to do with Charlie. This is for Charlie. I'm pretty sure that Erika would be very much aware of all the things that Candace Owens has been saying because it does involve Erika Kirk. So I think for a fact, I don't know this for certain, but I think that Erika Kirk will be there. She has to be, right? And I think Candace has realized this. Candace has also realized that all the people that Charlie loved and cared about will also be there too. And she doesn't want to face it. And so it's much easier to spin it and make this all about you and say, oh, woe is me. Turning Point is, again, in the wrong, and have all your minions, all of your cult followers just come to your defense. Defend me, guys. That's what this is like. This is ridiculous. It's an absolute farce on Candace's front. She couldn't even get on the plane. How hard is it for you to just drop everything? If it's just really for Charlie, drop everything and get on a plane. It can't possibly be that hard, could it? But for you, it's way too hard. Oh, so you decide to just do a live stream from their live stream, debunking all of their truthful claims that are based on your accusations and your lies. See, just because you say that they're lying doesn't mean they're lying. And your track record of late has proven that you are a disingenuous, evil, psychopathic narcissist that is hell-bent on destroying a good man's legacy. And like Nick Fuentes said, time to put up or shut up. You've put up absolutely nothing except for lie after lie, smear and accusation, time and time again. And now is the time. They gave you a perfect opportunity, woman, and you let it go. You let it go. You've only got yourself to blame. You either show up or shut up. But you know, the crazy thing is, what I've been seeing is for Turning Point USA and those that defend Turning Point USA, the audience is relatively small. Candace's audience is massive and it's growing, which is concerning, just to show how many people believe in Candace's lies. Just how easy it is to lead these people astray. It's quite concerning. Like the level of intelligence in the bunch. Very, very concerning. Anyway, that's enough from me, but you guys take care, be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.